It's a phone call about the TV. No, Mr. Sending over channel is on what he chat to I'm not subscribed. So, me dropping the latest news to be or by the brand now. So, it's me Akabi. Na ya bora and 7 man. Na the latest news. It's my baby. No, Muslims with phone. Say, come here. Say Mahama. Niyama papa ni di ugwa kwem no. Wa modwiri ho a wo monte ase. No mudi nsema betu dwa se papa no. Ase edo omododo papa ni yese omo support papa no akuma ekura no ne the mindset a ekura papa no tun se emodu papa mise uhwe niema Bawumia wono ye typical muslim no ameya ono na ono muslims ofo no omuhu ni se onye omu nipa na so onye muslim ni no etimi afo omuhu do eni omu edi dwuma no ekinso omo chese papa no wo mo support ne papa kumi kura no ni the mindset ne de wo mo chese papa de anamodo muni betu anamo akwachi na ye mongram na yinti ani ginsema omonso dia papa ntie ba de ka ho biedu mu sembe
Chief Imam onimsa John Mahama onye nkremoni Chief Imam oye nkremoni nkremofo na mutu nyina nimsa John Mahama nye nkremoni nanso they support the heart and what is in his head. They know say onyame nhwe nipa ni so ohwe nipa akomam, and that is why you see Muslim clerics from Ahmadiyya, from all the different Islamic groups coming together under one umbrella to bless the president. Send ebeya onyankopon betuma fa ne so asesa eye nkrimofo sebre ewa asase so ewo Ghana. These are things we cannot take for granted. Yenya a vice president who was a Muslim, so-called Muslim, for 8 good years. NPP by power. Ebebie eye a ministry almost say nkrimofo ministry any 2 years no mugu no. Almost say nkrimofo bo endi 1 year no muwura eye Kumasi ebo nkrimofo nson tuoku omo to twene ye zongo 7. A Muslimi a vice president odi eye Ekufuado echi 2020 elections Techiman South nkrimofo nson obomu nyina tuo besi nne wanka ho asem. This is the kind of munafiki who wanted to lead Ghana. Today we have a president who understands and believes in what we all believe in, irrespective of our religious affiliation. It is our MPP na. Now we studying kremofo muoma. Omu yempreku. Uni wale konja mekasa. Shadie. After 8 years in power, now, and then John Dramani Mahama ni Chief Imam Eko Kate sword. Say you be see a permanent Hajj village, you know. Tampuli. Hassan Tampuli Kromfona no or MP, you know. Odidi MPP muno. Wabechiro say, oh, yes, sir, Hajj village in India. Na your plans to say you be see 8 years and I'm to foundation way. I say Koko dying. 8 years. The vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Na oye nkremoni. Tampuli Kromfo way or na MP Riesika. Onyankopon Allah ni bedi obeku na to atwene because on kano kure quick or say I na nke Ekufuado no omo plans say omo be see Hajj village no to foundation 8 years onyankopon dan a ye nuanom a ye maamenom ye papa nom a omo beko Mecca akwaje onyame nhira abompa ya magana bedem no 8 years mon krebofo amo MPP mon kwasiafo obo ntumi ensi eye Hajj village nende Kristo ni baye na wabegbo ashenkremofo bo se opese osi village na mode mokwase aseden na Bawumia ho no hwe ade a oka. This is what they did when they were in power for 8 good years. Hwe ade bi omoyeye for 8 years in power. In Kremofo to Obama Mahamudu Bawumia in 2016 because na Mahamudu Bawumia omunim ni suban. No munim sa Bawumia ni preko difference nim. No munim sa Bawumia Muslimia on kanu kro ye munafiki. For 8 years, Tampuli, Hassan Tampuli Kromfo Ewino, he and Bawumia connived. Omu dimba wa Ghana nyina wiya sika gold nyina. They could not build a shelter. They could not build a village for omu nyanum kremofo omoko Mecca. Kwasiafo. Let me enlarge it for you to see how foolish these pigs are. This is what they left for 8 years. for 8 solid years. This is what Bawumia and MPP Tampulimu Eyeye. This is what they built. And yet Ghana so now as a Muslim, are you not even shy to come out to say this is what we were doing for the past 8 years? Abra unyonku Kristo ni achire wo de obeye unye jimifo e wo so nyankopon tu eku twetwene na wo nkire mosum na wo som na ase kire sen. For 8 years we had a vice president who was a Muslim. This is the Hajj village they left. This foolish Muslim, our friend Bawumia, was walking from church to church saying say Yenkosi National Cathedral. Almost $700 million. Na adewe. He did not champion this. The NPP Tampuli, the NPP Bawumia, in Kremofom, the NPP Munkwasiya form Prekoma, they could not champion the Hajj village for it to be built for the past 8 years. But they were championing a swimming pool put together by some criminals calling themselves some Christian clergy. Omoko Israel akofa the fruit to come and plant. Kwasiafo MPP in Kremofo bi mwejimi. This is what Tampuli is talking about. Say yes, started say 8 years ni. Tampuli wi jantre ni emba bia ogana wedi omwe wotube sidan be ye edu wo Ghana wandwene Hajj village ho. Koran mu bie na mu hwema mo nimfra. Mo Tampuli ne group no anytime mo be bie Koran mo nimfra. Mo yankwasiafo. You see, this is what they did. Almost 30 years jandam you see Hajj village no almost did 80 years in power. Yamfane say anka 8 years no kura no anka president ni Christoni and a vice Christoni I would have cut them a slack because okay omo Christo for into omo concentration na the cathedral. This is a president with his vice president who is a Muslim. This is what they left. This is what Tampuli and the MPP ni Bawumia. This is what they left. And they will come back again 8 years, 4 years and say, Montumaye ni minyansa nkwasi afo boju senkre bofo ejimi. John Mahama will build this. You people, you have no idea. Muni idea biya biya yeko. John Dramani Mahama, he will build this to the glory of Allah. But he will build this for Allah to open his favor on Ghana and John Mahama. I'm telling you. He will build it. More MPP for me say it will take you 42 years. You people have no idea. Pathway, you don't deserve to even lead chicken. Where is Mustafa Hamid? Wallahi, wallahi, we will break the 8. Wallahi, we will say, na Mustafa Hamid, kwasi ampenyi. What about what kwasia or your politics or the Quran your politics? Me catch them from the beginning. And I say when anybody who uses the Quran to do politics, you despise me. Obi the Bible ni Quran your politics bia who so ya boa. And that is what Mustafa Hamid, typical Mustafa Hamid, that is what he did. He used it to deceive Muslims. You can do your politics, move the Quran out. Don't use the Quran to do politics. The moment I see you do that, you are my enemy. If you say person do nyamia samono dada nipa, o person take advantage of nyamia samono. So when you do that, you are a despicable, dirty human being to me, and that is why I have never liked Mustafa Hamid. Me say MPP we onyankopon onu ankasa ka we guno. 42 years no now na Ghana for be dwene say second party bi o Ghana na you see Ghana second na 42 years na na ye hwehwe second party because you see the second biggest party in Ghana gum. Yeah, MPP can never be the second biggest party in Ghana. No, never, because the MPP does not have a front. Gum has a front. And after 42 years, now fair ne yebe check is a party second one be ho. It was 42 years and gumegu. It after ne yebe check is another party wo ho. Gumendu 42 years begu. Chabosom wa unim nipa no me feel me. 42 years na gumegu. Wa unim se enche. So we need to get serious. Now, my mention idea. John Mahama at the event or can say be mumientie emphatic statement that John Dramani Mahama make.
After we pay off the millions of dollars of debts that have accumulated in Saudi Arabia from earlier Hajj operations. This year, we intend to airlift exactly 5,000 pilgrims to the Holy Land. And the task force has announced 13th March as the deadline for payment. We have facilitated a pre-finance arrangement with one of the local banks. And so I'm pleased as I speak to you to announce that all deposits for accommodation, transport, and other facilities have been paid. I've instructed the Hajj task force that they should cut off at exactly 5,000 and not go beyond 5,000. We don't want the previous situation where people rush with late payments and we are unable to airlift them and become complaining. This year we set up a task force to manage the Hajj because after government took office, we realized that period between taking office and the Hajj was too close. And so we brought competent people together, headed by Alhaji Collins Dauda, as a task force to organize the Hajj for this year. After this year's Hajj, we'll constitute the Hajj board, and we will appoint the chairman of the Hajj board. I've instructed the task force that Hajj is not a business. Hajj is not meant for profit. The Hajj task force must not structure things in order to make a profit. We don't want a profit from Hajj. After the performance of Hajj, if there is even 1 CD left, that money should be donated to the poor or used for a project in the Muslim communities. His Eminence, the Chief Imam, eminent Muslim Ummah, I'm also happy to announce that I've instructed the legal counsel at the presidency, Madame Marietta Brew, to amend the Public Holidays Act to provide an extra holiday for the Muslim celebration of Eid al-Fitr. Therefore, beginning this year, there will be 2 days of holiday at the end of the holy month of Ramadan. Indeed, Allah reminds us in the Holy Quran, and I quote, it says, "Verily, the first house of worship appointed for mankind was that at Makkah, full of blessings and guidance for mankind and the jinn." And this is Surah Al-Imran 396. And in another verse, and I wish to quote again, the Quran says, "And proclaim to mankind the Hajj. They will come to you on foot, on an every lean camel. They will come from very deep and distant mountain highways." And this is in Surah Al-Hajj, chapter 22, verse 27.
So this is what happened today. The President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, catching Krimufomo Ghana, in presence of the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Shaributu, Okachire Ghana for say, this year's Hajj no nipa 5,000 exactly enomoko. Abayin ebeboa ama nipa 5,000 akọ edien Hajj. Oko Saudi Arabia, oko other Muslim countries, that the government collaborates to send people to Hajj. Now, ose abayin any banks biakasa. Inti omo be qualified to go to Hajj, you know. The funding, efa omo edidiem, omo transportation, any senia omo betuma settle ewo Makkah, etumi asum abompaye ama Ghana, abompaye ama ewiase no. Or say omo ne abayin ne banks bi atnasia san tutuye ni nyina omaye. John Dramani Mahama kasa no. Or say sike bi e beka eye Hajj, eye ye ba bekɔ yi ene ne mbemu sika bi ebeka ekyire bia na ɛfa Hajj ho no saa sika no wahyɛ mmara to sɛ yɛmfa nkyɛ ɛyɛ ɔmo ɛyɛ ehumɔborɔfoɔ ɔmo a ehia ɔmo ehiafoɔ asɛbio ekunafoɔ ɔmo nibi anaasɛ yɛmfa saa sika no ɛma Muslim schools a ɛwɔ ɛyɛ ye communities ne yɛmfa mpagya mu ɔsi enisi yedi kapre ekɔhyɛ bebia yɛmfa ma ɔmo a sɛbio ɔmo nibi ɛne sɛbio ɛyɛ Muslim schools a ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Muslim communities no yɛmfa nhyɛ mu kena ɔsa so sɛ wahyɛ mmara waka kyerɛ ɛyɛ lawyer panyini a ɔwɔ Jubilee House a ɔyɛ aban lawyer panyini ɛnyɛ attorney general we yɛ president legal ɛyɛ deɛn team no de ɔdaa no Madam Brew sɛ ɛyɛ holidays a yɛde man kremofo ɛyɛ one day a yɛde bedi sala no ɔse yɛmfa ɛda baako nka ho na nkremofo so holiday ni bɛyɛ enamienu na ɔmontumi ɛmfa nda onyankopɔn ala ase so ɔmo yɛ ɛyɛ ɔmo kyerɛ kɔmo wia. This is a Christian president. Enti kwasia bi begina waka kyerɛ wo sɛ
yɛde mahyɛ so sɛ mo gye brɛ ne bɔdɛlɛ update TV no so